What if I told you that you could triple your income without learning additional skills and without even working more hours during the day? This is the lie that the overemployed industry is trying to sell you. But who am I to do such claims? I'm Andrei. I've been a software developer for 6 years. I've been programming for 10 years. I worked dozens of jobs and I'm overemployed for a few years, so I know what's the deal. The concept of overemployment is pretty simple. You have your corporate job where you actually work for 2, 3, 4 hours a day. Why not get another one and do them in parallel so you can double your money without doubling your time? Well, there are a few downsides to this. The first one is that you are constantly stressed. There are a lot of overlaps between the meetings. You need to rush out of one meeting to get to the other. It's a mess. You really don't want to do that. And think about how many meetings you have on your one corporate job, and then double that, triple that, quadruple that when you have multiple jobs. That is ludicrous. Another common thing that the overemployed industry does is that they have multiple laptops. They say do not overcross your devices, do not put all your events in the calendar because then you can be caught and then you'll have problems. So keep different laptops. Imagine having on your table 3 different laptops and you constantly needing to check all of them. And what about when you go to vacation or when you want to work from home? What do you do? You take with you 3 laptops. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And one personal problem I could say during that was that I felt like a complete loser. The point of overemployed is that you do the minimum required amount of work so that you have time for all your jobs and that you're not being let out by the company. So imagine you work 3 jobs that amounts for 6 hours a day, that amounts for 8 hours a day, but you do the minimum necessary work every day and you feel like a loser because you don't do anything productive and you just do the minimum work. Is that really the life you want to live? Do you want to wake up and think, oh yeah, I'm going to do the minimum requirement of work 3 times this day, and then I'm going to meet my family and do the same? What the fuck, man? What the fuck? And the last point I want to do with this is that it has zero scalability. So let's say you do like $10,000 from a programming job. Now you have 3, you do 30K per month. That's amazing, but where do you go from there? You do 30K and you have no time to grow. Your salary will not increase because you're doing the minimum requirement of work and you don't have time to learn anything more. You don't have time to start a business. You don't have time to improve your hobbies. You just work for money, and that's a fixed amount that maybe will increase in a few years. Why? Why do you do that? Now I want to give you a solution for that. Well, multiple things that you could do instead of getting multiple jobs and working on unscalable positions. I want to start with a disclaimer that if you're really in a rush, you have a problem, you have a medical emergency, or you really need money right now, it's okay to do it, but don't expect that you'll be working your entire life multiple jobs and that's how you'll have a high income. That's dumb. So you could work for 3-6 months. It's fine. You can work multiple jobs. You fix your problem, or even better, you can work for 3 to 6 months, you save one of the salary, and then you just won like a half a year to basically work on whatever you want and develop your business, develop your other career, and be a lot better. Another solution that I want to give you is the one when you work in a small to medium company. If you always work in a corporate environment, maybe you don't know that there are startups where people actually enjoy their work and where the management wants to create a team that works hard and that likes their job and that makes an impact. And for that, they need to also make higher requirements. For example, in your corporate job, you might have a salary of, let's say, 4,000 euros and you feel like the boss. But when you work in a medium or even small VC-backed company, you can get triple that salary just because those people have money to spend, have high ambitions, and want to get the best people available. And they know that in order to get the best people available, they need to pay up. So rather than making 10K per month, working 3 jobs and not having time to develop yourself, let me propose to you one risky thing. You take 3 months where you really put in effort at your current job. It doesn't matter that your colleagues will get mad because you actually work and they don't. It doesn't matter that the management will get mad because you actually work and they need to give you more work to do. Ignore them because you don't even care about them. You want to leave that hole. So for 6 months, you become the best developer, project manager, employee, whatever you are, you become the best. So you'll learn a lot. Your skills will improve exponentially. In 3 months, you can make more progress than a corporate loser makes in 1 year, even 2 years, because frankly, no one works there. So you can get a lot of information really, really fast, although you won't get promoted that fast, but you have the knowledge. And now that you have the skills, it's really easy to go to one of those small to medium-sized companies and really showcase your skills and really showcase why you're so passionate and so valuable for their company, and you'll get that 10K per month without having to work multiple jobs. You'll work in a company where people actually enjoy working, where they're collaborating, and you'll make a lot of money. You'll still develop because in those companies, trust me, you'll be working for 6 hours, 8 hours, maybe more, because everyone is so passionate, because there are a lot of things that need to be done and you'll feel that you have an impact. And let's say that your company doesn't really have that much work to offer you, so you are stuck just not having enough resources to develop yourself. Then just start working on a personal project. Think of an app of some kind of software or anything else that you want in your life, that you want to help you in your job, and just build it. Just start building it, and in half a year, you'll have some beautiful product that you worked on for a few hours each day, and you learn a lot. Trust me, when you start building your own product, you get out of the monotony that you have on your job, and you start learning new technologies, start experiencing new problems that you don't really have, because when there are 20 people working at one product, 20 people, 30 people, 40 people, you don't see all the problems that are underneath, because some of the people are DevOps, some of the people are backend, some are frontend, some are QA. But when you build your own app from scratch, you do all of that yourself and you learn so much more. So please don't get 3 jobs, just start learning. For 6 months, you get exceptionally good at your job. And then during the boring meetings and the period where you do no work at your corporate bullshit job, you just apply, and connect on LinkedIn with more professionals so you can find one of those dream jobs at a cool startup that is capital venture.